Hey, welcome. So your Honda's not quite idling right, and you've got that pesky error code P0507 staring you in the face. Well, you've come to the right place. Let's jump in together and figure out exactly what your car is trying to tell you. Oh yeah, you know the feeling. That little orange light pops up on your dash, and just like that, your day gets a little more complicated. It's super frustrating, I get it. But don't you worry. Today, we're going to turn that frustration into a plan and get you on the path to a fix fast. So, what in the world is code P0507? Well, the fancy technical term is idle control system RPM higher than expected. But let's be real, what does that actually mean? In plain English, it just means your engine is revving higher than it's supposed to when you're stopped. It's kind of like your car has had way too much coffee and just can't calm down. All right, let's look at this like we're detectives on a case. Your car's given us a big clue, that P0507 code. And our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to follow the evidence and find the culprit. Consider this your mission briefing. And here's our mission map. These are the 4 usual suspects when you see a P0507 code. We've got vacuum leaks, a faulty PCV valve, that helps your engine breathe basically, a dirty throttle bore, and a misbehaving evap valve, which is part of the emissions system. We're going to investigate each one of these step by step. First up, we're starting our investigation with the #1 cause of a high idle, a vacuum leak. So let's get our magnifying glasses out and start the hunt. Okay, suspect #1, a vacuum leak. Your engine is designed to be a totally sealed system to run properly. If extra air that the computer doesn't know about sneaks in, it throws the whole fuel-to-air mixture off, and that often makes the engine idle way too high. So what kind of clues are we looking for here? You're going to want to pop the hood and carefully check out all those little vacuum hoses. Look for any obvious cracks, even tiny ones count. See if any hoses are kinked up, or, maybe one just popped right off its connection port. A little insider tip, sometimes the smallest hairline crack is the one causing all the trouble. So really take your time and look closely. Now, if all the hoses look good, our investigation is not over yet. It just means it's time to dig a little deeper. Let's go inspect some key components that might be our real culprit. Let's talk about suspect #2, a faulty PCV valve. PCV stands for positive crankcase ventilation. It's a small but mighty valve, and its whole job is to relieve pressure that builds up inside the engine. If that little valve fails and gets stuck open, boom, you've got yourself a vacuum leak, and it'll trigger that P0507 code. When you're checking this valve, you're really looking for 2 main things. First, is it all clogged up with oily gunk? And second, do you see any leaks around the seals where it connects? If you see either of those, that's a pretty sure sign that it's time for a new one. Luckily, it's usually a pretty easy and cheap fix. All right, moving on to suspect #3, a dirty throttle bore. You can think of this as the main gateway for air getting into your engine. Over thousands of miles, dirt, grime, and carbon can build up right where this little plate inside has to close. If it can't close all the way, too much air sneaks by, and you guessed it, a high idle. So, how do you check for this one? It's a visual inspection. You'll need to look right inside the throttle body. If you see a thick black ring of carbon or just a lot of grimy buildup, that can absolutely be your problem. A good cleaning might be all it takes to solve this one. And that brings us to our final suspect, the evap canister purge valve. This little guy is part of your car's emission system. Its job is to control the flow of fuel vapors from your gas tank into the engine to be burned off. But if it gets stuck open when it's supposed to be closed, it acts just like a vacuum leak. So when you're looking at it, you want to check for any signs of dirt or gunk that might be preventing it from sealing shut. A clog here is a really common point of failure, and it can directly cause that high idle you're dealing with. Okay, team, we have investigated all of our main suspects. We've gathered the clues. Now let's put it all together. Let's consolidate everything we found into a clear, simple action plan to get you and your car back on the road, happy. And here it is, your 4-step path to a fix. It's that simple. You're going to start with the most common problem first. Check those vacuum hoses. If they all look good, move on to the PCV valve. Still no luck? Then it's time to check the throttle bore for that gunk. And last but not least, inspect that evap valve. Just follow these steps in order. That's the key to solving this puzzle efficiently. And this right here, this is what it's all about. This is about empowering you. When you understand what could be wrong and you know what to look for, you're the one in control of the situation. It means less stress and less time with your car out of commission. All right, you've got your mission map, you've got your action plan. The only question left is, where are you going to start your investigation? Let us know down in the comments what you find. Good luck with the hunt.